Hello, Vikings. This is how you are going to successfully complete your map assessment. So you're already in Teams, you already have gone to assignments over here, and you've opened your map assessment. The directions, follow along with me as we read. First, watch the explanation video. Thank you for doing that first. Then open the PowerPoint attachment titled Map Assessment. It's below right here. Look at the 4 different maps. You will make a claim for each one and support each claim with solid reasoning. When you are done, make sure you turn in your assignments. So like we have been doing a lot recently, instead of clicking on this, which will open it in Teams, we're going to click on the 3 dots and open in PowerPoint. Let me show you that one more time. Click those 3 dots right there. That's the menu. And then open in PowerPoint. The reason that we are doing this is so that we can edit it. So it has opened and we have our objective. Follow along with me as we read our objective. I can make a claim about information that I observed on a map, then support my claim with strong evidence and solid reasoning. Let's go through 3 examples together. So this is our first example. This is a thematic map of the Roman Empire. We know that because it says population density of the Roman Empire. This map shows the population density, meaning how many people lived in the areas of the 1st century of the Roman Empire. Notice the highest population density was in Egypt. You are going to make one claim about the information shown on this map, and you will back it up with solid reasoning. So let's take one more look at this map. We can see over here in the legend that a darker color represents more people per square kilometer. A dark orange has a lot of people, but not as many as red, and it goes all the way down until this light yellow color, which has the fewest people per square kilometer in the 1st century of the Roman Empire. So my claim is going to be about Egypt. And I'm going to claim that Egypt had the largest population because there were already a lot of people living there. I know that the Roman Empire happened after the Egyptian Empire, and there were already a lot of people living in Egypt. So that's my claim. Now, my reasoning is before the Romans took over Egypt, there were already millions of Egyptians living there. They did not leave their homes just because they had a new ruler. Remember, friends, your claim is something that can be argued. Do we know for a fact, have we done the research, have we talked to experts about why there were so many people living in Egypt during the Roman Empire? No, we haven't, but we can make a good educated guess. That's our claim. Let's make another one. This is our second example. This map shows the expansion of the Aztec Empire under different rulers. You will make one claim about the information shown on this map, and you will back it up with solid reasoning. So let's take a look at the information on this map. The white or gray land is independent, so it is not part of the Roman or the Aztec Empire. The red, right there in the middle next to Tenochtitlan, was gained under the 1st emperor. Then the purple, the light purple or the pink, was gained under the 2nd large emperor. That was Montezuma I. The blue was the 3rd emperor and expanded even more. The orange expanded just a little bit more. The yellow expanded even more. And then the green, Montezuma II, expanded even more. So now with that information, and now that we've looked at our map, this, by the way, is another thematic map. All the maps that we are looking at today will be thematic maps. Let's make our claim. Emperor Montezuma I had the biggest impact on the Aztec Empire's expansion. Now, is this something that we know for a fact? Have we done the research? Have we talked to historians? No, but looking at this map, we can make our educated guess that Montezuma I did a lot and had a huge impact on the expansion of the Aztec Empire. And we can argue that under Montezuma I's reign, the empire grew by a lot. He was an early ruler, and he set the expectation that the Aztecs would need to grow and expand their territory. Let's do one more example, and this one let's do together. So here we have a map that shows the different climate zones of India. Notice the humidity is closer to the Indian Ocean, and inland is a drier climate. So this white area around here is the Indian Ocean, underneath the subcontinent. We are going to make one claim about the information shown on this map, and we'll back it up with solid reasoning. So let's look at the legends. The yellow shows that this area is hot and dry. The red shows that this area is hot and humid. The orange shows a composite, so it's kind of hot, kind of humid. The blue shows cold areas, and the green shows some moderate areas. Now, for our claim, we don't want to say that the red shows hot and humid areas, or that the humid area is because it's close to the ocean. Of course it's humid because it's close to the ocean. Humidity is water in the air. So that would be a fact as opposed to a claim. So what we could do, and I'm showing you how to edit, when you edit, all you are doing is you are just clicking your mouse, see how mine clicks? Right next to where you want to start typing. So I want to start typing my claim, so I'm going to click right there. And I'm going to say, well, gosh, I don't really want to talk about the humid areas. I'm really interested in the blue areas. I'm very interested in why in the world it would be cold in the middle of these hot and humid areas. Now, I have looked at quite a few maps of India. In fact, I've got a topographic map of India right here. Remember, topography is showing the different elevations. And if I'm looking at this map of India, the climate map of India, next to a topographical map, I can see that this area right here is all in blue on that map there. Take a second, explain to me why this area is colder than the rest of it. Wow, you got that super quick. It's because they're mountains, and mountains are higher up, and the higher the elevation, the colder it is. Well, wait a minute. There are little pockets of blue down here also. Hey, look, even more mountains. So we are going to make a claim that the blue areas to the south are because of mountains. Now, all we've done is we've looked at a topographic map. Do we know for a fact, have we spoken with experts? No. So this is just our educated guess based on the information. Now, see, I clicked my mouse here because I'm going to add to my reasoning. Now I'm going to have my reasoning. And I'm going to say, I think this because the higher an elevation is, the colder the climate usually is. Since these blue pockets show cold climates, it would make sense for them to be because of the tall mountains. And then we go on to our next map. So our next map shows the different elevations of South America. The land settled by the Incan Empire is circled in red. Notice that the Incas lived at a much higher elevation than the rest of the people in South America. You are going to make a claim about the information shown on this map, and you will back it up with solid reasoning. This one you are doing by yourself. Pause the video, and then you can move on when you are ready. The second map that you are doing by yourself shows some of the monuments that were built in ancient Egypt. Notice that all of the large monuments were built near the Nile River. Make a claim about the information shown on this map and back it up with solid reasoning. Again, pause until you are ready. Our third map shows the difference between modern Ghana, the borders of the country today, and ancient Ghana. Notice that there is no overlap between the two areas. Make a claim about the information shown on this map and back it up with solid reasoning. And our last map. This map shows the outline of the Mali Empire. Notice both the climate of the Mali and the major resource available. So we've got 3 different climates here. We have the rainforest climate, we have the savanna climate, and we have a desert climate. What are the major resources that were available, especially in the Mali Empire? Good. So based on those 2 things, the information shown on this map, you will make a claim and you will back it up with solid reasoning. Now, friends, if you do not fill out your claim and your reasoning clearly and explicitly so that I can see that I know that you know the difference between claim and reasoning for each and every one of these maps, you will not earn the points. Not only are you showing me that you can write a claim and back it up with reasoning, you are showing me that you know how to read and understand maps. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. This is your first big test of the school year. Be good people, make good choices. Go Vikings.